Folks, Plume is, at worst, the second best Animus in Etheria Restart, and for a lot of things, I think you could easily argue she is number one. These are not hot takes. She is such a queen in this game right now. We'll do a very quick breakdown of her kit in this video, but the reason I'm making this video is just to draw any extra attention I can to how insanely good she actually is, and to make the point that if you have not summoned yet for her, please do it now. Her banner is ending in 1 day and 7 hours, and we can't expect her to come back anytime soon. Maybe they'll do something crazy with Christmas and New Year's, as many gacha games do, but very likely your only recourse for obtaining her for a very long amount of time, most likely, will be through a lucky summon on the Extra Affinity banner or a very lucky summon on the Permanent Summon banner. And if that's your plan, you're placing a lot of hope on getting lucky. You should try to get lucky now, or not even need luck, by going for this banner. If you don't have enough LD summons, if you don't have enough Apex prototypes to get to the hard guarantee at 80, I still think she's as worthy as any unit that's ever been introduced in this game could be when it comes to gambling some summons. Throw some summons at this banner. Honestly, do it. Throw all your Hydra crystals. She is that insanely good. So consider this a PSA. The banner for the Animus, who is in many ways the best character in the game, is ending in 1 day and 7 hours. It probably will be 1 day and 5 hours or so when you actually see this video, and you got to be thoughtful and go try to get her. Seriously, she is so Looney Tunes wildly good. She easy modes this game, especially with that selector ticket live right now. If you don't have Lily, you can go get Lily. It's crazy. They've put her on a selector. Go snag a copy. Combine Lily with Plume, and you are playing a different game than anyone that ever played this game without those two. They just transform Etheria Restart into something wildly manageable. That's the only way to put it. Let's go through some content now, and let's just point it out. Plume is the queen. Plume and Plume. Let's continue on. That's going to be Teramaton. Now Doki Doki. It's the Plume show. RIP, pour one out for Klaus, huh? Klaus was done dirty. They were like, hey, Klaus, we know your kit's really good, but sometimes a little unreliable for landing debuffs, and you have affinity issues. What if we made an affinity neutral version of you that was even stronger, significantly stronger? How do you feel about that? And then Klaus just resigned to the fact, made her way over to a casket, lied down in it. Because, if you've got Plume, there's really no content Klaus isn't dead in. And that is so sad to say, but it is true. We are playing Lily Restart and Plume Restart. I mean, just look. Lily Plume, Lily Plume, Lily Plume. It's crazy. There's no other way to put it. It's literally crazy. Let's go to Aurora, where Plume just is the greatest character in the game for Aurora. And look at that. The top 4 teams are all Lily Plume. Is the PvP slightly stale? You could say that. And we haven't even got to PvP, and don't worry, we are getting there. The final thing, let's just try to be quick about it. I'm really trying to drive this point home because I really want everyone to summon on this banner and not regret it. We got Plume here, though you could beat Nico Nana with such a huge number of characters. That's pretty fun. Sharon, unusable, right? You can't place debuffs, and Plume is the queen debuffer. You need those Curse Quills. You need all the other good stuff. However, Shadow Huan, if you're not going to go the Sania route, Plume is going to be top tier if you don't have the Shadow Sania. Rango Kutsu, unbelievably stupid good. And then finally, the newest shell boss, Carrion Crows. You might get confused looking at the clear time teams that are making good use out of Dina and think that Plume isn't that good here. Well, you notice they don't have the top rankings here yet. They just have clear time and recent clear. Let's go to recent clear and see, is Plume really that bad here? No, she's like the best character in the game. If you're just trying to get this cleared, Plume is insane. Dina just gives you a little bit more speed for your eventual speed clears. But if you just have good gear, normal gear, even great gear, but not amazing gear, Plume is the answer, not Dina. It's the Plume show, folks. There's no other way to put it. Finally, I can't show you the top teams in Arena, but Plume is wildly good in Arena. Insane in Arena, and then in RTA, in Summon Arena, she is just a delight. Sorry for my low ranking. I have not yet farmed on my account this season. I've been mostly farming on the Lasti account, so keep your eyes open for that. That is the Kraken account I'm working on with Larry, and you're going to see a lot of Plume over there. Plume is an auto ban by some players in Arena when they're doing RTA because she's such a pest. So what makes her so good? Why do you absolutely need her? And what makes her so awful to go up against in Arena if she's on the enemy team? Well, it all comes down to the sheer amount of debuffing and ways she can weaken the other team. Her signature effect is called Curse Quill, and this is a unique mechanism, a unique debuff, a unique mark she can put out on the targets. And then, because it's unique, it is stackable with standard debuffs or other signature debuffs that do similar things. So it is a brand new way to impart a ton of mayhem and negative things upon your opponents, or your opponents can subject upon you. And it's just crazy what it's capable of. So you can stack these things up to 10, and when she's at full skill ups, each stack of these Curse Quills is going to increase the damage taken by the target by 6%. So 10 stacks is increasing the damage taken by 60%, and additionally, each stack will reduce the speed by 3. So a full 10 stacks will reduce the speed by 30. These numbers are ridiculous, and you can stack a vulnerability on top of this, right? You can stack a decreased speed on top of this. And then, of course, you can place a nice decreased defense with it, and Plume's going to do that fantastically with her S3. This ultimate Flame Dance, it's a triple hitter with a very high % chance to land if you've got her with a high effect accuracy build. So over those 3 hits, she's just gonna land these debuffs the vast majority of the time. She's placing decreased defense for 2 turns, so reducing the target's defense AoE by 60%. And then a new debuff here, Weakness, that's going to reduce the damage dealt by those targets by 25%. So they're taking more damage from the Curse Quills, from lowered defense, and they're dealing less damage because they're under Weakness. But now you're thinking, what if they've got immunity? What if they've got block buffs up and you can't land stuff? Well, each one of those 3 hits also has a very good chance, a very high chance with high effect accuracy builds to dispel 1 buff every single hit. So she is just a goated stripper. That came out wrong. Let's leave it in. She is a phenomenal buff dispeller, excellent buff stripper, excellent AoE decreased defense. She has this amazing AoE weakness. Those S1s, by the way, the Feather Fire, those are AoE hits. Every single one of those hits is going to stack another Curse Quill, getting you up to those full 10 stacks. And then finally, the Quill, her passive, is Looney Tunes, right? Whenever any Animus, her or allies, use an active or passive skill to place a debuff, they will additionally have a 100% chance to inflict an extra stack of Curse Quill. So even though 10 stacks sounds like a lot, you can get those stacks high and all the way up to 10 so much faster than you realize. The final thing with Plume comes down to this. She's the fastest character in the game. We're playing a turn-based gacha here, a turn-based RPG. Speed is always king, at least for a lot of stuff. And she, on top of everything else, is the fastest unit in the game. And once you know it, there's one more line in the passive I was waiting to share with you. After each enemy unit's action ends, she just gives herself 8% more turn meter. So she's the fastest. She has inherent turn meter cycling. She has every debuff under the sun. She's just going to nerf the other team, allow you to deal so much damage. She is an absolute queen. Have I sold you on her? Guys, the banner is live for just over 1 more day, just over 24 hours. Don't be a buffoon. Go grab your copy. I am a dirty free-to-play here on my main account, and it took me the full 80 LD summons to get my Plume. It took 80 Apex prototypes, and I don't regret it for a second. Do I wish I got lucky and got her in 10 or 20? Sure. But was I still happy to pay that 80 price? Heck, I would have done 160 or 240 or whatever I had to spend. She is that good. You need her on your account. Do not sleep on this. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Fastidious. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please join us here at Fasti Gacha. We are slowly but surely trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. That would be so cool. Also, if you're not yet playing Etheria, it is a ton of fun. And if you start right now, you have a chance to go summon and get Plume, as well as that free selector ticket, where you can pick up Lily or some other awesome LD SSR. Use my link in the description in the top pinned comment. I've been Fastidious. Share with your mother, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.